Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Locked Door MMA. I'm your host, Brevin, with my co host, JP. We just had a super fun UFC fight night out in Denver, Colorado this past weekend. And in this video, we're going to give you a little bit of a recap of all these fights and our thoughts on how they all played out. But before we do so, just want to remind you guys, if you like the videos, if you're watching the videos, do us a favor, go ahead and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications whenever we drop a video so you can be the first to go place your bets every single UFC card. But without further ado, JP, let's go ahead and dive into this week's card. Starting with our boys down here at the very, very bottom of the card, the late edition Evan Elder versus Darius Flowers. How'd you think that fight played out? Did it go the way you expected?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. When we made the TikTok because it was late, I brought up the fact that Darius sucks in the submission department. And then your jack of all trades, master of none thing. I mean, that just him on the feet was okay. That he was talking a lot of shit, dude. Early in the fight, didn't really hit him enough. He was talking a lot of shit. But I said watch Elder to take him down and submit him, and I mean he did arm triangle choke in the second round. I didn't put no goddamn money on it down. Like, what am I do? That's my prediction, and I don't put money on it. What the hell are we doing? But
Can we talk about it for 1 second with Darius Flowers having the Gracie Barra tattoo on his chest? I mean, you would think the dude would be a jujitsu specialist
yeah,
or at least not be able to get submitted.
he's
What are your
lost, bro.
thoughts on the tattoo?
He's lost, dude. You're putting that tattoo on your chest, and you're tapping that early. He taps so fast, dude. Yeah, it was it,
Yeah.
but that man didn't try to answer the phone, didn't try to fight, nothing. That was it. Darius Flowers is ass. 12-8-1 now. He's ass, bro. Journeyman. Journeyman Central.
Yeah, no, I certainly wasn't impressed by him. I mean, in the first round, I was okay with the talking, like trying to get into his opponent's head, but the longer it went on, and especially when he started to get outstruck, I was like, he kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
seems desperate, and he seems kind of like he's talking because he knows he's getting his ass kicked.
Oh,
So it
yeah.
was a very interesting thing and interesting tactic coming out of him. Evan Elder looked pretty good. I wasn't necessarily thinking the submission would come into play for him. But I mean, kudos to him for being able to do that um in round two after, fighting really hard in that first round. I mean, they set a really high pace, so
Oh,
he
it was
looked
high
pretty good.
shit, dude. They were going at it. Is it just me, or did they both seem kind of small for 170?
A little bit. I mean, Elder's a little bit more stocky. I mean, he looked, pretty muscular, pretty well built, but I mean, height
Yeah.
wise, yeah, I mean,
Darius looked small,
not
bro.
much
I did
strong.
not expect him to be that small. He looked real small.
Yeah.
Ass. Get him out.
Next fight, Andre Petrosky, and Josh Friend. What were your thoughts there, bro? I know you were a Petrosky fan. Uh,
Yeah. I wouldn't say Petrosky fan, but I mean, it sucks watching it. You hate it. I hate it. I didn't enjoy it. It went exactly as I hoped it would, and Petrosky didn't gas out. Frem is just bad, dude. Frem's just not good. I think this is the story of this entire card. Is his fraud check season. I mean, Frem ass. Granted, he wasn't like hyped up. Van, we'll get to that later. I don't even want to talk about Blackshear. Sweet fucking Jesus. Yeah, dude, Frem's just 6'4", and he's got nothing for Petrosky. He's jumping a half, not even half in Gilly. He's jumping a thought of a guillotine. No takedown defense whatsoever. You're just gonna jump that Gilly, and the moment you hit the ground, you let go. Congratulations, you found yourself on your back. Anyways, I don't know what the hell that was, bro. I'm good. Josh Frem will never get any of my money as long as he's fighting.
yeah, I think that's the last time Frem gets any of my money. Petrosky, oh my God, what a boring fighter. You want to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
guys that like to lay around? I mean, golly. he barely threw any punches. He was just happy with laying in half guard. Like,
He got warned a bunch of
give
times,
me a
didn't he?
break. Yeah, do more damage, work,
Yeah.
improve the position. That was all we heard from the ref. I mean, it was just abysmal to watch.
Oh
Wasn't a
yeah.
fan of it. I think both guys honestly suck. And then even Petrosky knows after the fight, he's like, I had to do what I had to
Do
do.
what you
Bro,
gotta do.
like show up and fight. Like you're boring. You are boring. And Fremd, yeah, he seems so accepting of those positions being on the ground. I mean, maybe he likes grown men laying on top of him. He didn't move once he
Mm,
was on the bottom. So, hey, I don't know. To
just
each their own.
accepted it. Yeah.
He's trash.
Terrible. Terrible. Oh my sweet Jesus, bro. Hey, this next one, Santos coming through. The lock, my lock of the night. Santos coming through. First round sub.
Miss TikTok.
This TikTok, yeah, that was do your thing, I guess. Go ahead, show out a little bit, but yeah,
So
bro.
I know in the breakdown video you said Agapova might have a drug problem. What are your thoughts after the fight?
Yep. If she didn't before, she does now. That's for goddamn sure, dude. Okay. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not true. Relax, everybody. It's a joke. Okay, but who knows? Maybe Dana felt bad for her and gave her a little extra on top, but she got her ass beat.
I mean, she was spitting out that mouthpiece like she had a funky taste in there. So maybe she did something before the fight. Who knows?
She's teething
But
for
yeah,
that meth, brother.
but Santos, yeah, she looked good. Dominant. I don't think there was a single point in that fight if you were on the Santos betting side that you were concerned whatsoever. So, great pick there for your lock of the night. We'll
Very
get to
happy.
mine later, but Santos was a big hit there. I'll let you start us off with this next one, bro.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. His name is Montel Quick Jackson. You know he's gonna throw
Quick with a
hands.
W.
The first, the first. Okay, sorry, not the first. The second strike he threw, because he threw a jab before it, and you don't fucking move and just sit there, flatline and put him out. Oh, what the? I going into this, I was so high on Blackshear. I was such a confident pick. Dog money. I mean, come on, this is a great line, great value. Blackshear's way better, and he didn't even give himself a chance to see any of that, to live any of that. He stood in front of him. Montel threw a 1-2 and minked him right on the chin. Sat him down. That was it. I was like, okay. At this point, I was, what, 3-0? Yeah. Right when this happened, Brevin, this happened, and I sat there and I was like, this is going to be a shit fucking card now. I just felt the aura, the vibes just switch up so fast, bro. I got nothing positive to say about this thing.
Yeah, the aura definitely went to zero. Um, Montel, congrats. I'll give him some props. I mean, it was a nice one too, and that's kind of what he's known for. Yeah, we saw whoever the hell it was, the commentator call it right before it happened. So, I mean, impressive victory for him. I also wish that the fight would have went long just to see how both, if these guys could have performed. There was a lot of potential in that fight that we really didn't get to see because of how quick the knockout was. I mean, there was no other strikes landed. It was quick.
That
I'll
was
give him that.
it.
Montel, quick in the octagon, quick in bed. Who knows? But it was fast,
Probably
and
1-2.
he gave him the 1-2 to our boy Blackshear. So we hope to see Damon back in the octagon soon. Hopefully, he can redeem himself. I don't know. Rough performance, rough outing for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough trying to wrap your head around him winning when he does come back, especially if it's a striker. Who knows? Who knows, bro?
Next fight on this card: Jasmine Yazduvicius and Fatima Klein are underdog of the night. The hype train that we were riding, preaching to the choir about Fatima Klein and her potential. How do you think this fight went, and was it what you were expecting?
As far as what Jazz Devicious brought, like her game plan, 1000%.
Yeah.
I thought that was very obvious that she was gonna do that, fight like that. I mean, she's known to be kind of a brawler, in your face, tougher than other girls. I still feel like Klein was better, dude. She just fought like shit. Had a shit game plan. I don't know if mentally it was just too much for her. It was a big ass jump, which might have been. And it's, I mean, maybe she did gas out. Maybe she did get a little tired. I don't know. But to me, it looked like a clear case of Klein is better, but to herself, she doesn't believe that. And it showed in her performance. But I still thought she could have won. I mean, I'm not saying it was a robbery or anything. I'm just saying
Yeah.
Klein has the skills to win, and she just didn't put it together. It just didn't look good. And Jazavicius did what she needed to do, not lay on her. It was more entertaining than the Petrosky fight. She didn't lay on her.
Oh,
She
100%.
gave some work. So I don't know.
I
It
think
sucks though.
Klein got the UFC yips, man.
Yeah,
I was really looking forward to her coming in and making a statement. She did move up in weight, and I really think that played a role in how this fight played out. Jasmine looked stronger than Fatima did, but man, when they were standing and Fatima decided to let her hands go, they were hitting and they were hitting hard. I mean,
oh
she
my
was
god.
accurate. She did look good. And then she had that big takedown, I believe in round one, and she lost the position. I thought she was going to be in full mount there for a second and then just lost it. Like she got out muscled. So it was really hard to see her go through that, but hopefully she can take it as a good learning lesson, going into her UFC career and hopefully make something out of it. But it just wasn't what I was hoping for in her UFC debut.
I
I
agree.
think the lights were a little too bright, and that's something that I had hinted at in our breakdown video, but wanted to just believe in the hype, wanted to believe in her that she could come in and really make a name for herself.
Yeah, I agree. She was out fucking. She just was out pushed around, bro. Like
Yep.
Jazavicius clearly was stronger than she was. She had better technique, but I mean, when you're both that high level, Jasmine just out muscled her.
Oh yeah. JP, what was the next fight on this card, bro?
The van broke down back there halfway through Denver. All right, y'all better go get it. Okay, Joshua Van fraud checked. I knew
I
it.
was on that van. I was
Yeah,
on there.
Brev was on that van. We had to go get him. Fucking pick him up. I knew it, bro. This is what I called. Joshua Van has fought nothing but cans. Don't get me wrong, he was good walking him down. Charles, I thought Charles looked great. That right hand from Van, though, he was having trouble slipping it a couple times. He was able to eat the ones that he took, but Van's, I'll give it to him. His stand up's better than I thought it was. I didn't think he was trash at the stand up, but he's fought cans, dude. Charles Johnson's the first guy to fight with him. That's good. Did not expect him to put him out. Holy shit. Came out at the beginning of the third round and hit him with what was it, a right over like the temple on the top of the head kinda,
Yep.
and then that uppercut, that long rangy uppercut. Gorgeous knockout, bro. Hate his hair. I can't stand his hair. I mean, the people I was watching the fight with just kept mentioning it, bro, that they wanted him to lose because of his ugly ass hair. But pulled it out, big call there. It was good. It was good. I'm sure you weren't too pleased with the performance of Van.
Hell no, I wasn't pleased. This guy, he went out there, won the first two rounds. I think that was pretty clear. He was out striking Johnson, looked pretty good. He looked like his normal self. Had a slow start in round one. However, I still think he edged out round one. Had a really strong round two, and then in round three, they're sitting in Johnson's corner saying, "Buddy, get it together. You have to empty the tank to win this fight," and that's exactly what he did. Oh my God, he went out there and starched Joshua Van with the uppercut from hell. Oh my lord. If you weren't able to watch the fight, go watch the fight. It was a beautiful punch. I got to give credit where credit is due. Charles Johnson, um, kudos, my guy. Kudos, because I definitely think he was down. He probably would have lost a decision. knowing how the judges were scoring this card and how that fight was kind of trending, then all of a sudden he cranked it up and found some homes for his right hand, um, all over Josh's head. So turned the lights out. That was a nice knockout win to bring some excitement. I was happy for JP. JP saw it coming. I didn't. Just like Joshua Van didn't see the uppercut, but that's okay. That happens sometimes to the best of us.
Just like he didn't see that. Put him on his back, dude. Flat on his back. That was. You were right. That was a beautiful punch. That long, rangy uppercut. That was gorgeous.
The van ran out of gas.
Y'all should have filled up back there, but you just want to keep going. He's a can crusher, bro. He's been a can crusher so far. He hasn't fought anybody that was. Granted, Charles Johnson ain't nothing special, but this next one, okay, like what the hell? What were your thoughts on the stoppage on this next one?
Yeah, I was happy because I had picked Cody Brundage, and Brundage was clearly going to lose that fight. I mean, Abdul, he looked good, bro. He looked so powerful. I think even earlier than the elbows came, like right after the fight started, he had clipped Cody with, I believe, a right
Yup,
hand. And Cody was wobbly, wobbly,
yup.
wobbly. And I think that's exactly the out that Cody needed because he probably would have had his lights turned off. Abdul looked good. He looked strong. He looked fast, and he was gonna catch Cody clean, whether it was from the ground and pound strikes or standing. Yeah, Cody got lucky, man. He got lucky that it was ruled that way, and, I think he lost a lot of respect amongst the UFC community if he hadn't lost it already for, kinda acting like he didn't know what was going on, like, "Brother, it doesn't matter what happened." He kept asking, "What happened? What happened?" It doesn't matter. Can you fight? Can you not fight? Because right now the fight is not over and you have a choice to make, and he made the choice to just call it quits and that he couldn't go. And it was pretty clear and obvious. It wasn't a ruling from the doctor. It was manipulation coming from Cody Brundage. So he escaped probably a vicious knockout. Maybe it was a business decision at that point. You hear that term a lot in football. I
Oh yeah.
think Cody Brundage made that one on Saturday night. Kind of a pussy move if you ask me, but hey, I don't want to get hit by Abdul either. I'll just say that.
Yeah, bro, I agree. Um, I forget who's somebody was saying it on the thing. Murgliata stopped him because of multiple illegal strikes, but when you slowed it down, there was one that landed clean, and even that one wasn't like the hardest elbow that he took in those exchanges, bro. If you ask me, he was clipped. He had no idea what happened. What happened? Like you were saying, he had no fucking idea where he was at. He got clipped. He was rolling around like a roly fucking poly trying to survive. He was done. The fight was done. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think we should have stopped it with the. I don't want to put it like that. Nobody should get CTE. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it should have got that far. I think Murgliata should have stopped it because bro, he's doing a somersault. He's not doing nothing.
Yeah. No, he looked like he was doing gymnastics at the state fair. I mean, the dude kept doing somersault after somersault, just trying to escape the raining punches of Abdul. And yeah, he luckily turned into one that hit him in the back of his head, and then caught another one that nicked the back of his head. And Murgliata said, "Hey, enough of that. I'm gonna stop it." And he got lucky.
100%. 100%. Because he gets up. He thought the fight was over, bro. He didn't know where he was, and he thought he pulled him off because the fight was over. And then he's trying to say, what happened? What happened? That's fine, brother. You don't have to remember it. Like, I get you asking what happened. It's because you're fucking out. You're knocked out. You got a blessing to make it a no contest. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care to watch it again. I mean, first round KO is what we needed from Al Hassan, but
Well,
I
and
know,
that's the
dude.
other thing that's kind of a bummer is I guarantee the majority of people were betting on Al Hassan having that first round KO.
Oh,
So
100%.
they felt,
100%.
gypped, obviously.
These fucking script writers from the UFC really trying to pull some shit.
All right, next fight we have on this card, Julian Erosa and Christian Rodriguez. My lock of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so Sorry, but we'll bounce back next week and don't worry about it. Christian Rodriguez, Julian Erosa, what were your thoughts, Julian?
I still think Arosa's ass. I'm not even gonna lie. I still think Arosa's ass.
Yeah,
What if we're looking at Arosa's last fight and you're Christian? If you watch film, if you didn't, you're a fucking idiot. If you're watching film, how did Arosa win his last fight? The dude was grappling with him in an exchange and then stuck his fucking neck out there, gillied. So what are you gonna do in your grapple exchange? You're gonna put your head right under his armpit with your arms on his ass? Buddy, what the fuck are we doing? And then, to top it all off, he has 3 seconds. Something like that. 10 seconds left in the fucking
it was
round.
like 3. I think it was 3.
Bro, fucking go on your tippy toes and stack him up and put pressure with your shoulder on his neck and ride out the fucking round. He tapped so unbelievably fast, bro. I had people texting me afterwards. What the fuck was that? That guy's a pussy. I mean, fastest, whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. It pissed me off that fucking much. That, right after the Al Hassan fight, plus Fatima Klein not coming through, I was hot at this point. I was hot, brother. Couldn't stand it.
Yeah, obviously I was pretty pissed off as well. I think the not even trying to survive the position really pissed me off. I mean, we saw Druggy Agapova like stick her mouthpiece
Druggy.
out and do everything possible to survive the positions, and she actually did a good job of it.
Yeah, it's because she's
Um,
cracked out, brother.
she might not have been right, but that's okay. Christian Rodriguez, my God, what are you doing? That was really surprising to me. He looked good on his feet. I mean, he was outstriking Erosa. He looked good. I was feeling pretty confident, and then all of a sudden, got down on top of him, stuck that neck out, and Erosa has some long limbs, and he threw that arm around Rodriguez's head and caught him. And man, did he tap quick. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. I don't know how he even survived a fight with Rojas and then come out here against Erosa
And
and
dude,
just
that
tap
dumb shit.
immediately. It was just ridiculous. So, yeah, I agree. I was pretty heated. I was pissed. I kind of just was like, well, I need to bounce back next week because this card is shocked.
It's buns. And I hate to break it to everybody, but this weekend's card is buns too, dude. Anyways, moving up. Gabriel Bonfim, Angelusa. You surprised it went all three?
No. No, that's exactly what I thought would happen. I just thought Lusa would be able to do more with that opportunity. He goes to decision. That's what he is. He's a survivor. I said that in the breakdown video. I knew he would survive the attacks of Bonfim, but like I said earlier, I've got to give credit where credit is due. Bonfim came into this fight in shape. He didn't in the Dalby fight. I didn't think he'd be able to survive the elevation in this fight either. So honestly, I felt really good about my prediction, and I think the opportunity was still there for Lusa at any given moment. But it going to decision with Lusa not having done much in the fight at all, I mean, it was pretty clear and obvious it was going to be Bonfim winning by decision. But I was happy that we kind of put ourselves in the position for Lusa to potentially have that opportunity if Bonfim did gas. But like I said, kudos to Bonfim. He came in shape. He fought well.
Yeah, he fought pretty well. I'm surprised he didn't gas out, kept the pace up because of the
Yeah.
Dalby fight. I mean, granted, you want to learn from shit like that, so it's good on him. But Lusa's
Yeah.
fucking tough, bro.
Yeah.
Lusa doesn't stop coming forward. Normally, a guy like that, how big he is, how muscly he is, they considerably slow down because they just can't keep up with it. So he's a tough guy. Bonfim, I'm interested to see what he does. 16-1, he's got a good record. Dalby fraud checked him at the right time, but I think if they run it back, if he gets a couple more wins, I'd like to see them run it back if Dalby can string a couple wins together. But yeah, it was a good one. After the Rodriguez fight, God, dude, that shit still just putting such a bad taste in my mouth. It's unreal, dude. Rodriguez is a bum. Holy cow! But yeah, good fight by Bonfim. He looked good on the feet, grappling. All right, and next fight, Jean Silva, Drew Dober, massive cut, doctor stoppage. Still got paid out for John Silva by KO, but that cut was disgusting, bro.
It was, and I saw when they showed that side angle, that eyebrow literally hanging over his eye. It was disgusting, and they always seem to show when the doctor peels that cut wide open and take a look inside. I don't even know why they have to look inside. I mean, it's clear as day. The dude's got a massive cut. What are you looking for?
He's bleeding all over his face.
Either way, it was a nasty cut. Props to our boy, John Silva. What did we tell you? We were going to make some money back on him.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunate for me, I had him in some parlays that had lost earlier, but that's okay. That is okay. Our boy, John Silva, he came through with a big KO stoppage.
Yeah, big performance, bro. He was coming out on social media. I forget how far away from the fight. I think it was like Monday of that fight week, telling people to bet the mortgage on him knocking out Drew Dober. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna bet the mortgage, but I'll bet on it. But
Yeah, he was on Maddie Bett's podcast
yeah,
actually, and he told him to just go ahead and bet the house on the KO, and he got it done. So, I mean, Babe Ruth, Conor McGregor calling your shot. I don't know. Now we got
shit.
John Silva. Hell yeah.
Sean Silva, yeah, I mean, stepped up. I mean, Drew's tough, like you said. Give him some props, but I mean, John Silva's accuracy is crazy. Speed for his size, so good, bro. So good. One thing, can we stop fucking crying after wins? Okay? Like the first one, cool, you made it in the UFC. This is your second win. He goes from like a range of like licking his hands with Drew Dober's blood on it to bawling his eyes out. Hey, buddy, maybe let's not lick blood and just kind of relax here, huh? We don't need to cry, okay? I don't know. He's a weirdo. But that Fighting Nerds team is pretty legit, I guess, dude.
I'd have to say, man, he is on a hot streak. I'm glad he was able to fight after only 2 weeks removed from his last one over Charles Jourdain. I'm excited to see where his future goes. And obviously, too, the other thing to make note of is he moved up divisions
Yeah.
to fight this fight. I mean, it was so impressive. He was the smaller guy, but man, was he sharp. He was quick, and the power was still there, and I think it always will be there for our boy John Silva. When he moves back down, it's a scary man. That is a very scary man. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, dude, he's got 11 wins in a row now.
Yeah, he's rolling.
He is rolling 11 KO wins in his career, and he has 11 wins in a row. That's nuts, brother. 3-0 in the UFC. Weston Wilson, Jordan, Drew Dober. They might have to give him someone, dude. Give him someone tough. God, I
Let's
don't
get him
even.
into the top 15, huh?
Oh yeah, I agree. I would love to see. I don't even know. There's a bunch of guys to fight, bro. He's got our eye. He's got our eye snagged, Mr. Jean Silva. This next fight's where I threw my phone and I was like, I don't even want to watch the main event with how this next fight goes. I don't. How the whole night has been going, and then Ponzinibbio is gonna look so ungodly washed against a 40-year-old man. I mean, get me out of here. Salikov, cool. I don't even remember who you picked. Did you pick Pons?
Yeah, I picked Ponzinibbio. I couldn't go with a 40-year-old man. I mean, come on. What are we doing? But I mean, God, I mean, Muslim looked pretty good. Like for that fight, in that fight against that opponent. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say he's a world beater, but he looked like he still had it. I mean, he's not Cub Swanson. Like I'm not hitting on Muslim like I did Cub Swanson, and he still looked powerful. Um, and
he
he
did.
fought pretty good.
His his spinning kicks, bro. Spinning heel kicks and shit. Those did look pretty
Those are
fucking
nice,
strong.
and they're fast. I mean, he hasn't
Yeah,
lost really any speed on those.
yeah, they are pretty quick, strong. I mean, Well, yeah, he's pretty limber and quick for a 40-year-old man, but I just what I was saying in the breakdown. I mean, where they're both of their careers, Ponzinibbio has just
Yeah.
skyrocketed where Muslim ever made it to. And then Ponzinibbio just looked fucking horrendous in this fight. I don't know, bro. I'm good. I don't care to watch either of them fight again.
Yeah. Split decision. Ugh. I'll be interested to see how we break down and predict when they fight in the future against other opponents. I'll try not to be biased, but Ponzinibbio didn't look great, and yeah, Muslim got the win, but he didn't impress me either.
Yeah, neither of them are. I'm good, brother.
All right, enough of that. Let's move into the main event of the evening. Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. Miss Eyelash herself. How do you think this fight went?
Uh, I would say pretty accurately to how we thought it was gonna go.
Yep.
Tracy had to cut her hair to make weight. That was kind of crazy. Um, Tracy's just tough, man. She's those tough Mexican fighters that just will not go away. Rose, again, that 1-2. She's quick. She can angle off well. She has gorgeous level changes. There were several of them in that fight. She's just better, man. She's just better. I think Tracy. I don't think this is a bad loss. I think this is a great loss for Tracy at this point in her career because now from this point on, every person she fights, she's gonna hold them to a tier of like, well, this is what Rose was doing, or this is what Rose was at. And she's gonna hold herself to that standard, and I just think it's gonna make her better. I think I would not be shocked if she's a champion in the future. She's got to keep on the path that she's on. But yeah, I think it went pretty on the nose to how we thought it was gonna be. Rose just outclassed her basically.
Yeah, she looked good. And she looked quick. She was in good shape, and she just seemed very dominant, like in every aspect of the fight, which was, pretty cool to see. She wasn't outclassed on the ground. She grappled really well, and then obviously her striking's one of her strong suits, so we were never questioning that part of it, and she looked crisp. I really think she's found her home in this division. It looks like she's a lot more comfortable now. So we'll see how she continues to progress. I know she's really climbing for that belt. So I'm glad that she's back on that path because after that first fight in this division, I was a little worried for her. But now it
Mm-hmm.
seems like she's kind of got her feet underneath her. Training regimen seems good. Coaching seems good. I think she's going to make a run for the title. So we'll have to see how that goes. Also, I had reached out to one of my buddies and or actually he had reached out to me and said, "What should I do for this fight? I've been losing all card. I got to make my money back." I said, "Rose by decision, bet the house on it, go for it." And he did. He hit, and we also made a bet that if it did hit, he would comment on every video from here on out. So, he will be commenting if you see some new comments under the videos. Go ahead and give him a hard time as well. So, yeah, it was a good fight to end the night. I mean, obviously there was a lot of stuff that didn't go the way that we expected it to or the way that we wanted to, but it was still exciting. It was fun to watch. I wasn't bored for every fight, but you know, I mean Petrosky can go somewhere else, man. I'm over that guy.
I was I was happy with the outcome, not happy watching it. God, it was atrocious, dude. At that point, we were day drinking at that point, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, should I take a cat nap or what should I do? Because holy shit, dude
JP,
was sleeping on him.
it was atrocious. How about that one?
Atrocious, atrocious. We should use that for other fights that we don't like. This is just atrocious. It's got
Yep.
atrocious written all over it. Yeah, man. So going 7-4 on the night, not terrible. Not what we were looking for. 1 for 2 on the locks. Brevin's lock didn't hit because dude wants to be a moron. I don't know. Holy shit. Santos, my lock hit. 3 locks in a row, baby. Can't miss. The juicer didn't hit. God, shocker there. Fucking whatever, brother. Rodriguez really just screwed us, man. Hit with the John Silva KO. Hit with the elder prop of the sub. Who else? Santos sub. Yeah, man, not a terrible card. I'd say on a bad night, going 7-4 is not the worst thing to do. Still positive.
Oh yeah. JP went 7-4. I was trash. Not even going to disclose that. 4-7. Yeah, it was bad. That's all right. We're gonna bounce back this week with this card. I'm locked in. I promise you guys that. Mark my words. I will bring that back up on the screen after next week's fight. Or next weekend's fight. Yeah, we could have been better on this one, but
I
that's
mean,
what happens. That's the
yeah,
UFC, right?
that's
That's
a
what
fight
makes it
game,
fun.
baby.
That's a fight game. We're here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. It really helps us out. We really appreciate it. And go ahead, leave a comment. We want to see you guys engage. We want to have fun, respond back and forth with you guys, kind of feed off of each other's energy throughout the course of the week leading up to these fights. That's what makes it fun for us. So let's do it. But we appreciate your support. We appreciate all of you guys as our viewers, and we hope to gain more of a community on this channel here at Locked Door MMA. And if you're unable to watch the YouTube video, we are also available on Spotify and anywhere that you get your podcast. So make sure to go give that a listen if you're at work, going to work, or somewhere else entirely. We would appreciate it. But JP, take us home, baby.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, what a weekend. Another one coming this weekend. Feeling good. Brevin said we'll bounce back. Baby, it's a fight game. Everybody has off days. Don't worry. Y'all want to jump off the bus because we're still going. Jump out the van because the van already broke now. Okay? The van got fraud checked back there. But the bus, the hype train, still moving. All right. We're feeling good. Feeling great. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Bingo, bango, baby. Peace.